Hi, I have one more of my March camp cards that I'm going to show for you today. And if you've watched a couple of my other March camp cards, some of them are a little bit more, they're not hard, but they take a bit more time. So in lieu of the ones taking time, because in March I supersize my camps. We normally do 6 projects, and in March, because there's so much celebration and we get to this time of year and I'm like, well darn, there's still a lot of things we haven't used. I still have a stack of things that we literally haven't even touched, and as I look at it, like I still don't have a project and I've got them all figured out, but I don't have one that uses our new folder. So I'm trying to like rework and get everything in so we can use everything. And now I've got my helper. So as I'm doing the projects, I try to think which ones can go a little quicker to make up, because we're already doing more. So this is one of our quick projects, and I think you'll like it because even though it's quick, if you don't know how to stamp, then nobody would have any idea that it was classified in our little stamping world as a quick project. And another thing, if you're watching this and it's real time, celebration stuff and celebration coordination stuff is starting to sell out. So if you see something you love and you're my customer, go ahead and order it on the online store. If you're coming to camp, it'll count towards your camp purchase, so it'll be free. But don't wait. The frog framelits that I showed you just yesterday are gone. So if you fell in love with those, because it's while supplies last, and so they haven't lasted long, and I am afraid the cupcake framelits could go next. So if you saw the cupcake card, and the lily framelits also could go soon. There's the painted season, 4 seasons framelit dies, I think, that go with the painted seasons. But all of the framelits, because Stampin' Up! Gets those from overseas, if you love them, get them. The same with the folder. The stamps tend to last a little longer, but the things that aren't stamps, if you see it and you love it, get it. Otherwise, you risk the chance that it could be gone. And I'd hate for that, because I put all that work into my frog thing yesterday, and we're still going to do the project at camp, because you could cut it out. I wouldn't cut it out, but you could if you wanted to. But you could make the card and just have it not be a pop-up. So we'll still do it at camp. But just a word to the wise, if you love it, get it, because it could be gone. So today I'm going to use the Home to Roost, which I've not used it yet. This was the first time, and I got it way back in December when we could pre-order as demonstrators. And I'm also going to use the Crackle paint. And this stamp is a background stamp, and it is in the Occasions catalog. And it is, I guess I need it. I was going to move it out of the way. This is weird to me. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, because it's the new cling stamp. And you know, if you watch my videos, you know a lot of times I leave my background stamps in here. So I've not put this cling on here because it's going to stick the heck out of itself to this. And I'm not sure what I haven't figured out quite yet what I'm going to do with the background stamps and the new cling. You can still, for now, if you're in the US, the North American market, we can still get the background stamps in wood, which I haven't for a few years. But I'm not real sure, because I don't want to stick it to a block necessarily, just because that's not the way I've used them. But I may change and start sticking them to a block. I'm using crumb cake, because this is a quick card. There's not a whole lot of ink colors. So we've got black and crumb cake, and then I've got crumb cake paper. So I just keep it in my case. If you see, I use the buffalo check a lot. This is the same thing I do with the buffalo check. You could also stick this to your Stamparatus, but again with the cling mount, they're just a little harder to take off. And it's going to be super, super sticky. That's a lot of cling. So because I was kind of in a hurry deciding what I wanted to do for camp, for now I'm just going to leave it. And because it's Crackle, it doesn't have to be any kind of perfect. So get that up, and then I just take this and you just lay it on here like so, and then I have a giant piece of ugly typing paper, and I'm just going to press it all around. And I kind of, when I do this, I kind of get the edges of my case too, because sometimes I get ink on the case. And then you can see where my case had some ink on it, and it just cleans your case right off as well. And so there I've got my Crackle. We used to have one of these several years ago, and it was very similar to this. It may have been called Crackle and not Crackle Paint. It's a deja vu stamp. When you've been doing this for as long as I have, you get some deja vu sometimes. I feel like been there, done that. But it was one of my favorites, and it was around the same time when this was really big into home decor, and the Crackle paint you could put on your stuff, and that was a ton of fun. I'm not sure that I really liked the overall look, but it was so much fun to put that Crackle stuff on there. This is our sponge roller, and I'm just going to roll it. When you use this, you do not go back and forth, because if you go back and forth, obviously you're only inking half of your sponge, and you want to ink the whole thing. I'm just going to give a little bit more color. Again, this is a technique that's super fast, so it fits right along with our need to go quick on this card. There we go. And it just gives a little bit more depth to the Crackle. It makes it doesn't feel to me like it's just sitting there on top of the card. That's a little bit more depth. Then this is our butterfly Gala paper. I think it's butterfly. I don't know. It's the butterfly celebration paper, and I wanted to put it on here, and I'm using vanilla to stamp my rooster on. So you can see the white was just a little bit too white. So I'm just going to take this same sponge roller. Again, this doesn't take much time, and just tone down the white just a fraction. When you do this at a class, or if you make a bunch of cards and you use your sponge roller, you will need to re-ink your pad. At the end of camp, I will definitely need to put some more ink in here, because all these people sucking the ink out, but that's why we sell re-inkers. So there, now it's toned down, and that didn't take long. Move that out of the way. Just about ready to move my ugly yellow paper out. I like to have the pretty background. So I've got my only other ink color is the Memento. I'm going to stamp my rooster on first. And these are red rubber. I will always prefer the way that red rubber stamps. I do like to be able to see through the photopolymer, but I just think red rubber stamps nicer. So stamp that on there. It's a beautiful, like, drawn design. And then the stamp does come with words, so I'm going, and I love the font. I love when it's a mixed font. This is Thanks for Your Friendship. And I've got my stamps double mounted on here because for camp, I need to use all my blocks. So I've got that. And then before, when I made my prototype, I stamped the rooster again on a piece of scrap paper, and I cut it out. So here he is here, and then you just lay this on top. There's no sticky on this. It's not a Post-it note. It's literally just a scrap piece of paper. In fact, if you saw, it was a scrap that was laying here from one of my other videos. And then the wheat that's in the stamp set. I'm going to go back to my crumb cake. I'm just going to hold on and do half first. And really, I'm just going so the wheat hits the top of the card. And then over here, fill in a little bit. And it doesn't matter if they overlap. And then just put that back where it goes. And everybody at camp will be able to use the same mask. You don't need to recut it every time you make a card. That here. This time it comes up, but that's okay, because now maybe his face needs a little bit more mask. The first time I did it, I didn't need it on this time. Lay that there. And then one more little thing of wheat. So that's all for our stamping. And here it is. So you've masked off the wheat, so it looks like he's standing in it, which I've seen this, it's been done a lot online. Because when you have a main focal point stamp, And then a background stamp. That's the way that you get him to stand in the wheat. And then I'm going to use the watercolor pencils because again, we want to go fast with this card. So I've got green, just to add some grass. And I press super hard with my pencils. And I want my rooster to be nice and bright so he pops out of this card. Add some red. And again, it's a watercolored line brush design, so you don't have to be super fancy. Add some, I don't know, this is Bermuda Bay maybe, Cabana, I'm not sure what color this is. And again, if you don't have the watercolor pencils, you could do this with ink refill. You could do it with markers, you could do it with blends. If you did it with blends, you would want to color first, or with markers, and then stamp this over the top because you don't necessarily want those to touch. This is one of the pencils that comes out of one of our kits. If you buy a couple of the kits, you get some watercolor pencils. And this one came out of that, so you get a couple of extra colors that aren't in our box. Some yellow, need an orange. There's an orange. And usually when I watercolor with my pencils, I like blend colors. So there's no one spot where there's like just one color because I like depth and I like the artistic. But this is a quick card, so we're going quick. This is one of my blender pens, and what I do is you can see on here, this end has green washi tape and this has pink washi tape, and they're just retired washi tapes. This helps me know that on this end I want to color with my greens. That way you're not washing all of your blender fluid, wasting it all by scrubbing it on scrap paper all the time to clean it off. Because up here I can color with my green ends. And again, I'm not staying in the lines. This is a quick card. The girls have 8 projects to do, so when they do this one, they need to get it done fast. And then I will go back over to my thing now and just get a little bit of that off. But you don't have to scrub it all off because everybody's going to use their blues and their greens on this end. And then on this end, we'll move over to the pinks and the yellows. So start with your lightest color, which of course in this is my yellow. And this is okay if they smear a little bit because then it looks, I'm going to move to my red. Just kind of blend them. You can leave a little bit of white space. Beak. And then just quickly, you don't want to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub when you use your blender pen because all you're doing is wasting your fluid. So just add those washi tapes or any other system that you want to remind you what like color family you're using on the tip, and then you don't waste all of your fluid cleaning it because that's just a waste. So then one last thing on this and we're done. This is a carryover from the holiday catalog, and it is the braided linen trim. So first just tie the bow. This card is not going to have any tulle on it. It's not going to have a big fluffy bow. It would be they're nice little note cards. They would be okay for a guy. In fact, if you're giving it to a guy, you could leave the ribbon off altogether if you wanted. And they'd also be nice just to have on hand because it just says thanks for your friendship. It would be a good card just to have. Putting all of my stuff over here so when I'm done I can put it in my bucket. So I'm going to take my snail, and on the back side, you can see the butterflies on the back. I'm going to add, I didn't even make sure this was the right length, so hopefully it's the right length. Yeah, we're good. You just put your adhesive and then twist that over and then pull it kind of taut. This not only saves some ribbon, but you can mess with your bow and get your bow to lay the way you want your bow to lay. And also, just because it has a little bit less ribbon back here, when you go to mail it, like it's a little bit more sturdy. So you can see it's a little floppy, but we're going to fix that in a second. When you put it on there, put some adhesive where your ribbon is. Stick that there. And then here. And then I'm just going to take some glue dots. And you know, I take my pick tool. I've gotten comments from you all. I know that it bothers some of you that I don't have it in my actual long part. But I kind of like having just this little miniature thing here that sits in my little tray, and it's always just here for me. And I actually have two take your pick tools, because you've all seen the one that has my name engraved on it that my girlfriend got me. And this is my other one. So I just have this little piece here, and it's perfect for this. But there, with the two glue dots, now my ribbon's not going to move around. So super quick card. And I think it, let me move my yellow paper, because that's ugly. Oh, it's, there you go. So I did two, both super fast. They take no time at all. So this is one of their makeup projects. This one I didn't stamp quite as well, because I thought maybe I'd go for a little bit of a lighter crackle look, and I thought when I was done, I'm going to press hard. This one I pressed kind of light. But they're super easy. So if you are falling in love with some celebration stuff, get it before it's gone, and especially in the coordination line or anything that's not stamps. Although the Rooster is on the low inventory, right, our low inventory report, but Stampin' makes their stamps, so I don't think that we would run out. It may go on back order, but I don't think it'll run out. So if you are in the Indianapolis area and you want to come to any of my camps, you are always welcome. You can be a demonstrator. You don't have to be in my group and come. You just pay the same class fee that my customers pay. And if you are a demonstrator and you would be interested in coming to our upcoming April demonstrator event, you again don't have to be in our group, but you can go to our Facebook page, and it is for demonstrators only. I've had some people ask if you want to come and you want to sign up to be a demonstrator. I would love to have you join my team, but you can go to Friends to Stamp on Facebook, or Creating and Sharing the Life You Love, and those links will be down below in this video. So everybody have a great day and a great weekend. If you are in Indy, drive safe tonight when the snow comes. Bye.